there is always, and always remember that there is always a room for improvement, and never look at yourself as superior to other people that surrounds you, especially. Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since my last video. So for today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how for easy English speaking. Hope you like it. Ayan. So bago tayo mag-start with the tips, don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment below yung mga suggestions for improvements of my videos. Kasi alam niyo naman sa mga baguhan pa lang, so we need comments and suggestions from other people para mas mapaganda pa natin yung mga vlogs natin. Okay, so before I give you the tips that I have today, gusto ko lang po sabihin sa inyo that even right now, I'm still in the process of improving my English speaking skills. So there is always, and always remember that there is always a room for improvement, and never look at yourself as superior to other people that surrounds you, especially when you see people na hindi sila ganon galing na nakikita mo, hindi pa marunong mag-English. Never look at yourself as superior from them, but instead make sure that you know how to help them, and that's a duty of being a teacher. And not because I'm a teacher, that's my duty. It is because as human being, dapat maging aware din tayo na yung mga nakapaligid sa atin kailangan tinutulungan natin, because that's how we live here on earth. Dapat always focus on how we're going to help other people, not how other people would help us. Ganun po dapat tayo ang tingin natin on how we live our lives. Now, let's move on our first tip, or on my first tip. So, ang una kong tip is build first your confidence. That's number 1. So, napaka-importante na you have already built your confidence in order for you to speak any language, not only English. And in terms of building your confidence, hindi lang ito tungkol sa learning how to speak in English, learning how to speak different languages, but this has something to do with how you're going to deal with your everyday life. Kasi very important na may confidence ka, malakas ang loob mo, kasi kung hindi, you will end up learning nothing, you will end up doing nothing. So kailangan mag-start yun sa yung self-esteem, mag-start yun na mag-build ka ng iyong confidence mo na, kasi from the moment that you have already built your confidence, that's the moment that you will start the second tip, which is to practice. And the second tip is for you to practice para mas maging sanay ka, or masanay ka in terms of speaking in English. You have to practice the language, and there are so many ways in order for you to practice the language. And one of the most essential, and I think very easy for us in terms of practicing, is with our friends. Ito yung lagi kong sinasabi with my students before, that if you wanted to be good in speaking English, you have to practice it with your friends. Why with your friends? Kasi sila yung mga tao na malapit sa'yo, na tatawanan ka kapag nagkakamali ka, which is okay lang sa'yo, kasi it will become your pastime, na kung saan while you are enjoying with the company of each other, you are also learning speaking in English. From that, your friends will surely help you in boosting your confidence. Kasi kapag nakaset na kayo in your mind na you will, let's say for example, you'll do this as a challenge for one another, mas maganda yon, kasi there you will start improving your English speaking. Kasi once na tinulungan ka ng mga kaibigan mo, even for fun, kahit na pagtawanan man kayo or katuwaan lang, the moment that you start practicing the language with your friends, that's the moment that you are starting also to learn and instill in your mind all the English words that you have gained from talking or speaking with your friends in a normal day. So I myself started learning English or to speak in English with my friends, and dahil doon we converse using Taglish at first kasi yun naman kasi yung time na kung saan we are still trying to increase our vocabularies. And yung mga naririnig nating words na i-incorporate natin siya through our daily conversation with the people that surrounds us, and that's very important. Kailangan kasi once that you are with your friends, you try to speak using the language so that you'll be able to understand and speak English easily. Kasi sila yung mga tao na kung saan komportable ka whatever language you are using na kasama sila. So very essential po yan. Let's move on to tip number 3, and that is reading a lot and writing a lot. So very essential yan, especially kung ikaw ay nag-aaral pa lang, na dapat maging wide reader ka. Especially we are talking here about English language. So dapat lahat ng binabasa mo, it has something to do with English language. So there are so many types of reading materials that you can use in order for you to practice the language. Let's say for example, even a newspaper which has English words or contents in there, so you can use that. And then aside from that, mga storybooks, short stories, kung hindi ka talaga fan ng reading naman, kung hindi ka fan ng reading, another suggestion is for you to listen. Use your listening skills. Paano po yun? Let's say for example, music that you are interested, very essential yun. Any type of music, lalo na kung English or foreign yung mga artist, kasi very since you are trying to speak or learning how to speak in English, dapat puro English lang yung mga maririnig mo. So I know for a fact na right now ang mga paborito natin ay mga English or mga foreign songs. So napakaganda rin po yun na practice natin, na kung saan pinapakinggan mo, because as you listen, there are so many words that you will be able to remember and that you will be able to use in your daily life. So read, be a widely reader. Another is to write. So reading is a thing, but writing is another. So very essential na once you read, once you listen, once you see new words, encounter new words, try to write. Kasi in writing, you will also be expressing. You are also practicing how to express your emotions, your feelings through writing. And with that writing, you don't have to focus on your grammars at this point in time, especially kung ikaw ay baguhan pa lang or nag-start ka pa lang to learn the language or English as your second language. So very essential muna na you have to be expressive with the emotions, with the feelings through writing. So do not anticipate right away in terms of correct grammar. Kasi kahit yung mga magagaling na mag-speak ng English or magsalita ng English in terms of grammar, still there's no perfect. Nobody's perfect in terms of grammar. So very essential is for you to learn each day different words, different ways on how you're going to start your write-ups if you are fan of writing. So that's it. Tip. So yung pang-apat is for you to watch video tutorials or watch movies, films, clips that has something to do with English language. So kasi doon mo palang doon din sa panahon natin ngayon, mas madali tayong makakakuha ng learnings or ng pagkatuto kapag tayo ay nanonood ng videos. Especially napakadali natin na maka-access ng mga videos through YouTube. So very essential na alam mo rin kung ano ba yung mga gusto mong malaman. Kasi in just clicking on your phone, napakadaling hanapin ng mga video tutorials or mga videos na gusto nating makita or mapanood. Especially kung gusto natin ngang matuto in terms of speaking in English, napakadali lang. Search mo lang kaagad yan sa iyong phone, sa iyong Google. Napakadali mo lang malalaman kung ano-ano yung mga different sites or different videos na meron nang available kay YouTube. At yun yung advantage, 'di ba? Kasi at this point in time, especially tayo ay naka-quarantine pa, napakagandang gamitin natin ito in the right way. And that's if we wanted to learn, dapat manood tayo ng mga videos, especially tutorials, whatever type of tutorial videos, mga gusto mong matutunan that interest you, yun yung gamitin natin or gawin natin while we are at home. I'm now at the last tip that I'm going to share with you, and that is to increase your vocabulary every day. Take note, increase your vocabulary every day. Dapat kasi araw-araw natututo tayo ng isang salita in English in order for us to increase our vocabulary. And once you've learned one word each day, you have also to try to use it, practice it with using it in a sentence, and try also to speak out, talk to your family members because you are at home right now. So gamitin mo siya with your family members, with your friends who are also neighbors. You can use it with them para ma-practice mo yung bagong word na matututunan mo or natutunan mo each day. In terms of increasing your vocabulary, there are also many apps right now na pwede mong i-install sa phone mo para mas mabilis yung pagkatuto mo in increasing your vocabulary. And one of my suggestion is for you to have your Merriam-Webster Dictionary, install it on your phone kasi I have it. Yun yung way ko para kapag may mga ma-encounter ako na new words, mabilis kong masi-search ano yung meaning ito, and then that will surely increase my vocabulary. Aside from that, I'm also right now kaka-download ko lang nung app na tinatawag na Cake, whereas dun ko tinatry. Meron siya mga videos doon, may mga situations na you're going to watch, and then you will also imitate. Ikaw din gagayahin mo how they speak, kung paano sila magsalita doon, kung paano binanggit yung mga words. Ang kagandahan niya, meron din mga kung ano yung interest mo. Let's say for example, daily conversation lang. Pwede mo din doon i-search. Let's say for example, if you are in a restaurant, what are the words that you can use, what are the sentences that you can use in order for you to converse with the people that surround you in there. When you go to bar, when you go shopping, when you go on a vacation, riding on a plane, bus, commuting. So that's that's an example of app that I have installed in my phone para mas ma-increase ko pa rin yung English speaking ko or fluency in terms of English language. So those are the tips that I have for you right now. So I hope that you have learned. Now I'm going to end this video by sharing with you one tip or one learning that I've gained from one of my English professors in college. So she said that in terms of learning how to speak in English, one must speak the language aloud. And why do we have to speak the language aloud? It is very important that we hear ourselves as we speak and practicing the language. Why? Because the moment that you hear yourself, that's the moment that you will know that you are uttering words that are correct. You are stating sentences that are correct. Because the moment that you hear yourself in an awkward manner, or you hear your sentence and then you laugh at yourself, you hesitate to say the words that you wanted to say, meaning to say there is something wrong with the words that you are using in that particular sentence. So that's the moment that once you are hesitant in saying those words, in stating that particular sentence, there is something wrong. That's where your grammar check will fall. So dun mo maiisip, ano ba talaga yung tamang word na dapat gamitin dito? So that's the start on how you're going to learn how to speak in English properly. And so with that, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget again to subscribe, to like, and please do comment on the comment section below for some suggestions, recommendations that you wanted to share with me as a new YouTuber. So bye guys!